How's it going, guys? Joe here from Big Shark Gaming. Today we're going to be going over some Dragon Quest Keshi Keshi information. As this game is going to be released pretty soon, I would say in North America and worldwide. I would actually say this game would be coming out at the end of February, if not early March. That's just a hunch, so don't take that, in all seriousness. But I would say that this game is coming out relatively soon, so I wanted to make a quick little intro to this game. Currently, right now, in Japan, we are going ahead and we are doing a Dragon Quest Dai event. So, we're going to be playing a dungeon while that happens. So first I wanted to go over a few things. Let's send our friend Blue... Oof, I'm falling in ranks, 28. Let's send Blue a heart, because you could do that. There is actually a friend system in this game, and you can send each other hearts daily. So this way you could play a little bit more, because this game does rely on hearts as opposed to stamina. So if you see in the top left, I have 5 hearts plus 2. I actually have 7, which means you could actually get more than the max, which is 5. As of right now, there is no way to level up how much you can actually cash. I don't think there's going to be either from the way it looks. But there are a few things to know. 1, gold is very important. Gold is your kind of end-all be-all in this game. And as you can see, I have 4,818. That's not very much. So in terms of the game, not only does gold allow you to spin on the gacha wheel for 3,000 gold, it also is required in things like enhancing your monsters. So if you have like this scroll here, it doesn't inherently take gold to level them up. But once they reach their maximum level, they become locked. When they are locked, you can expand their level beyond that by paying a small sum of gold all the way up to a large sum of gold. So with, let's see, do I have any monsters that are pretty close? Nothing really seems like they're going to be able to get to the next bracket here. My boss troll is, well, it's just a troll. Level 38. I don't really have a way to get him there. Helion is level 47. I don't really have a way to get him there either. So unfortunately, I don't really have anybody who is close enough to perhaps get to the next. Nope. Unfortunately not. So with that, once they become that lock level, they do require gold to unlock. Also, you have alchemy. So you can alchemize some units, such as slime plus this shell here, to make a shell slime, and this too requires gold. So as you can see, gold is very, very important. Not to mention that you could just buy items with, of course, gold. So saving your gold is going to be pretty essential in this game, and it's actually both your premium as well as your regular currency in this game. I honestly have not set this up because I don't have a Japanese card to do so, but you can actually buy gold instead of like gems, which is traditional with the other Dragon Quest games. That doesn't seem like it's going to change either, so when it comes to America, it's still going to be the same way. Of course, similar to like Tact, we have like these Tact point type of things. It's our standard members card, and of course you could buy a non-members card, which again, of course, takes gold. You see a trend here. So when you do that, it's similar to like the metal card in Tact, where you'll earn more of these points as well as earn them more quickly, which you could then use the points to buy things in the shop as well. Click the wrong button. In the shop, such as metals to pull at the machine. So there is several ways to pull. Either you could use the metals, or you could use gold, and you could also buy items with your points as well, but they are pretty expensive. These I have never gotten, so I don't think that they're actually available in the game yet. And then, of course, you could buy like the event stuff using event medals, and you could buy them using points as well. So I don't have enough points to buy any sort of medals to pull. And as in this gacha machine, you could see that on the right-hand side here, it says medals, 0, and then gold, 4818. And of course, they have different types of banners. It's really funny that Hadler is a 5-star unit. It's kind of great, considering how much, especially this version of Hadler sucks in the show. But Dai and Pop are currently available as well, and they are 4-star monsters, which that's one thing that this game does really well, is it makes so the 4-star monsters are pretty much on par with the 5 stars, to be honest. Like, one of the best units in the game right now is Rocket Slime. Which I don't know if this collaboration will end up coming to America because of Rocket Slime's nature in America. But obviously you can't see what he does in here because it's Japanese. But I will show you here in a second what he does. So let's get into a dungeon. Currently I'm playing a die event. Just to show you how the game works a little bit. It is a traditional match 3. Similar to, like, as much as I hate to say it, Candy Crush. But there are other elements as well. So I just want to show you what some of these monsters do and how some of these monsters play. And this is a great dungeon, actually, because it shows off several different types of hazards. It has the portals here. So this blue portal down at the bottom will link up to that orange portal at the top. And it has also these directional pads, which kind of remind me of, like, Team Rocket's hideout in the original Pokemon Red and Blue games. Because they just send your units all over the place, which can actually cause them to match and do damage and stuff, which is kind of neat. So obviously if you match 3, it just destroys the units. If it's around a monster, it will do damage to the monster. The objective is to kill all the monsters. If you match 4 units like this, you'll get a eraser, a bigger eraser. They're all erasers. Whereas in this case, I got a vertical, and then one of them matched with my Battle Master up top, and actually made well, vertical and one horizontal. So let's match this one because it's going to do a bunch of damage to all the surrounding units. As you can see, the units are actually on shifting panels as well, so they will actively move. I want to see if I can try to play this in a way that I don't normally play and just be a little bit more mindful of making combos, which I don't normally do. But some tips for Keshi Keshi is be patient, and we're going to get Arc Demon here, so we'll be able to show you what Arc Demon does here. Arc Demon essentially is a very, very powerful unit. He has a huge AoE circle effect for north, east, south, and west, and everything in between those. So, he goes ahead and casts Kaboom, and that's going to activate all the erasers that are there as well, and just do massive amounts of damage. And now we got Killing Machine, too. So, and we got another. So essentially, let me break this thing down a little bit because obviously things are going a little bit fast. When you attack a monster, you earn these blue energy spears. As you can see in the top left, I have a Great Drac in a little circle. The more damage I do, the more that bar fills up. When that bar fills up, I'm granted an eraser of the monster that is currently in that circle. Similar to what I just got with the Arc Demon. Arc Demon was there, it filled up, and I got an Arc Demon randomly placed somewhere on the board. It doesn't have to be an Arc Demon eraser for it to actually become an Arc Demon. He just replaces one eraser on the board, but it will never be one of your ultimate erasers. So now all these ultimates can be on field, which now you could click them and see what they do. So Killing Machine here will actually break things in an X. It's a pretty big range as well. And then when he actually is used, we'll use him now. He'll use his attack. He'll destroy them and leave this bomb behind. This bomb actually does not go off until all the other movements and stuff have resolved. So if he was to break any other ultimate erasers in the process, they would all trigger first, and then that bomb would go ahead and resolve. And the bomb can do damage to monsters as well. So obviously you see a few things, and we'll break this down a little bit more. We have a few big erasers on the board now. We have a slime that's kind of off area. We can't really get to him too well by matching, so we're going to need to either use an ultimate here or some sort of horizontal or vertical erasers. But we also have, in the top right, we have our score. Right now I'm doing 46,663. That bar will fill up as you play. So the more damage you do and the more combos you have during a damage process, specifically damage process, if you just match monsters, it will not actually give you score. It has to be related to actually you doing damage for you to earn points. Bigger monsters have more HP, which means that you could do more damage, which means you earn more points. In this case, you also have HP. Right now I have 624 HP. I've taken a hit, so I have some damage. At the end of the stage, however much HP you have, you will earn points based upon. And there are units that can actually heal, such as Emperor Slime, who I don't normally bring. I'm not a Healy type of guy, but some dungeons do call for it, and some secret missions will call for it as well. We just had one where you had to heal 1,000 HP in one run, and that was a nightmare, to be honest, for me. But I have lucked out, and I had pulled Emperor Slime, and he was good enough for me to actually go ahead, level him up, and get him. I'm trying to show you this. Okay, so this is pretty good. Now I have a horizontal unit of my Battle Master Eraser, and I have my Arc Demon, who we can go ahead and fuse these now. So if I take the Arc Demon, or either one, and move them up, what will happen is I'll get the Arc Demon effect, and I'll also get the Eraser effect. Now, normally with these Eraser effects, they only destroy the one line that they are facing. So this Battle Master would destroy everything from Arc Demon all the way over to the other Battle Master Eraser. But if I fuse them, you'll see it will be kind of fast. There's explosion, and you see 3 lines horizontally exploded. So it destroys. Oh, we got the slime too. It destroys 3 lines, and you can kind of see Great Dragon over there going off. Great Dragon's pretty amazing. We'll get some units here, and we can see what happens. We got a natural Arc Demon there. That's pretty cool. Bunch of horizontals, and you can skip this. We got some Battle Masters as well. So it's gonna be kind of flashy. You're not really gonna see what's going on. So I'll break some things down for you as well. You don't need to see every single. Oh, we got all 3 stars, so we unlocked a mini medal. Scored 123,000, and we get a heart back because it's a stage that we didn't complete yet. So the game's actually really friendly about forward progress. If you beat a stage that you hadn't already beaten, you get a heart. So it's kind of like a -1/+1 type of thing. And we made 70 gold there. So every stage does give you gold. You can make gold just by farming. And the more friends you have, the more hearts you can get. So you can realistically farm all day. So gold is kind of an on and off issue. So let's go take a look at some things real quick. So right now, there is ranking every single week. As you can see, I'm in silver 2. I actually just dropped off one because I was below the cutoff. But every week this changes. You see this changes in 2 days and 43 minutes. And right now there's some massive scores on the board, actually. Over 1 million, wow. That's the first time I've seen anyone score over 1 million. People were clearly taking advantage of the final stage of the previous event for Rocket Slime because the Golem had a lot of HP, and if you did a lot of damage to him with one swoop, you could get tons and tons of points. I unfortunately missed it. Alright, so there's some more things that we need to go into. 1, team making. At first, you get 1 team. You can unlock more teams. Clicking this button up here. But of course, you have to pay gold. It's everything. It's literally everything. So I've only unlocked 2 teams. 1 team is kind of just for me to level up in the actual level up dungeons, which there are. But all the monsters come in a bunch of different types. You do have 5 different natures, and you have your standard triangle. You have your blue beats red, red beats green, green beats blue. And then light and dark, they go against each other, which is tradition. I'm only showing 4-star monsters right now. But there's a ton of monsters, and you see I got Gome-chan. You get them for free with this event. Bunch of swords. Swords are great. They do target one monster on the field and dash them and do it damage when you match them, which is always nice. And then we have mini medals. Every time you get a 3-star, you earn a mini medal. And every time you get to one of these capstones, you get that reward. So my next one will be 250 gold. And then a page. These pages are cool too because you could actually go to a dungeon. You see I have a couple here. The one that I have 9 of is actually a metally or a metal slime dungeon. And then the one next to it I have 1 is actually a liquid metal slime or a metabble dungeon. So they're great for just getting experience for leveling up units. But they're kind of hard, not because they're difficult, but because like sometimes they're very unfriendly, I feel. And the metal slimes will sometimes run away on the first turn, which you don't really have a chance to kill them unless you're very lucky. And this is your monster compendium. So there's actually rewards here as well. The more monsters you get, the more rewards you get, the more types of monsters you get, the more rewards you get as well. And there's a lot of different types of rewards. It's super, super generous. This game actually does really well in terms of giving away stuff. And not to mention that there is this page as well, your bulletin board, which has objectives on here, which you get. This seems to be every single day, these goals here. And they're actually really easy to get, where you can get a whole bunch of gold. So again, gold on and off again problem. And these you usually just get these by clearing stages. I have no idea what these actual objectives are. I've never actually translated them. But I think this one is like kill 20 monsters. And I have no idea what this one is. Blue can probably break them down a little bit better than I can. But I'm not sure what Blue is doing for this game, to be honest. Obviously, besides playing it. Now, I will say, this is a game that definitely takes patience. When I was playing early on, I was rushing, and I feel like I was missing a lot of things. So, key things, and I'll play another stage here, is just take your time. It's one of the things. Also, I'll go over these things right now, too. The small vial on the left gives you 1 eraser, 1 vertical or horizontal eraser. The one in the middle gives you 1 ultimate unit, and then the Chimera Wing give you an extra 10% on your score. Alright, so we have a different type of hazard here. We actually get to see all the hazards in 2 rounds. That's actually great for this video. Barrels. There is one more hazard, actually. It's vines, but they work kind of similar to barrels. Barrels are kind of just standard objectives. This is stage 1 barrel. There is a stage 2 barrel that has a little more of a metal rim around it. These ones break in 1 use. The metal ones break in 2. And if all you have to do is make it, a match next to it, and they'll break. Or you can use like a eraser like this. Alright, so let's take a moment to actually scour our board here. We have a lot of different units on play. Oddly enough... No, we have all 5. Sorry, the Rocket Slime was kind of blending in for me. I don't know why. I'm going brain dead here. Great drag there. Now, you don't really get any sort of additional benefits for the Cascade, but I did that just so I can get this match here, which is my Arcdemon. What do we want to do here? We could potentially get a Battle Master ultimate here. Don't think it's possible. Let's do this. Nope. We got unlucky there at our drops. So we could do this and match these guys here. Again, this is going to destroy 3 rows downwards because of the actual vertical eraser. And then we're going to pair it with Arcdemon to get his circle kaboom. Lots of damage going on here. We killed a bunch of units, so that's nice. And we got a treasure chest. So we probably got a scroll or something. And you can acquire these monsters too. Okay, so now we get to show you Great Track. Great Track's kind of in a lousy spot though, because he aims downward with Cook a Cold Breath. So if you hit him here, you see he does 2 units to the left, 2 units to the right, and a huge downwards AoE, nothing up. So I'm going to slide him over here, so this way he actually gets a unit to the right of him and 2 units out, so he'll actually cover the most ground, and everything underneath him, obviously. So let's Cook a Cold Breath. Gonna kill that Terrorwolf. Alright. So this is where, in this part of the map, we have a few things going on that I really like to slow it down. Because, again, this is like in the past, I would just go so quickly. And kind of miss out. So what we're going to do here is we're going to erase this row and see if maybe we get a killing machine, which we do. Sweet, and we got an Arcdemon spawn as well. So there's our killing machine. He's kind of in a bad spot for us. So what we want to do is we want to lower him down. We'll break the Battle Master here. And that puts him in a really good spot, actually. Because now he'll be able to get the Terrorwolf a little bit. And he'll be able to get the Cosmic Chimera. And we got both Arcdemons as well. This bomb is going to be a little bit useless. Oh, yes. We got the boy. We got Rocket now. I would really love to show you what Rocket's super ultimate is. The super ultimate is we can actually take these 2 units and pair them. But because they're vertically on the same plane, there's no way for me to actually get him over without using the glove. And I don't want to waste all the gloves to do it. So this Terrorwolf is actually just really screwed. Unless we try and save him and see if we get the super ultimate. But that's kind of just like feeding it for the sake of the video, you know? I actually have a video up. It's a short that if you want to see his super ultimate, you could do that too. So as you can see, he actually has 4. His AoE is the same type of effect as Arcdemon, just way bigger. It's actually the biggest AoE in the game. So let's activate. He's gonna get the other one too. It's not gonna be a super ultimate though, but it's gonna be a cascade trigger. Which just causes so much damage. And you got another rocket too. That's really funny. Okay, so what do we want to do here? We could, realistically speaking, try and fuse the Giga Draco. Sorry, Jay. The Killing Machine and the Arcdemon. It's a little bit more work than it's worth, though. So what we're gonna end up doing is we're just gonna do a trigger cascade, and we're gonna get Rocket too here. So the only one that actually did damage to the Cosmic Chimera was the Arcdemon. And again, the bomb's gonna resolve here, and all the other residuals are gonna go off. We're gonna get... These two really like each other. Which is fine, because I really like them as well. And we did not get a 3rd star. Okay, but that treasure chest that we got gave us a gold EXP tome. And of course, we got that back again. As you see, after every single map, they gain experience, we gain gold. It's all good. So, with every event, they do a bingo board, and they also do a set shop for it. There's also certain like missions. As you can see, I'm missing these chests here. I'll go back and get them after. This one's actually linked to a different stage, though, so I think it's linked to 212. And then this one's linked to 2. which I know the criteria for, I just haven't done it yet. Usually I finish the whole story mode. But after every stage, you gain points. So if you go over here, you go over to the event point thing, we have these medals. Actually, this is for the slime one. Did they not put one in for die? Huh, that's odd. So this one is linked for the rocket slime one. Doesn't look like they're doing one for die. Unfortunately, I have 47 points left. I've spent all of them because this event is set to go away very soon. Actually on the 17th. It's pretty far out. And you could buy units. Like the heal slime here, who I purchased, is a unit that you can get. I also got Shogun guy. So I did pretty well this event. And then there's other events that other ones you could buy too that are like kind of lesser than models. And then of course we got some more rewards here, and it will tell you we didn't complete these ones, but there's a bingo board. So some of these aren't available right now. The bottom 3, for example, are all linked to the next part of this event, which comes out pretty soon. So the Hadler ones. And then you have Avon here, and you have a Baron killing machine, which is linked to a different challenge, which I haven't started yet. I really should. And then this is like level up Gome channel level 10, which is super easy. But when you fill out this whole board, you get Seeds of Mastery. What Seeds of Mastery do is you actually can level up your monsters, which is great for 5-star monsters, such as this boy here, who you can see I have him as 2 out of 7. I use the Seed of Mastery on him. It's a Seed of Skill, and it raises his awakening, essentially. Each monster can be awakened up to 7, and there's decay on how much you actually get. So the first one requires 1, the second one requires 2, and so on and so on and so on. But eventually you could get them all maxed out. But yeah, so every unit kind of has its own flair, its own flavor, and as you can see, I use Rocket. Rocket's actually my best unit besides being level 4. But yeah, I had fun recording this. If you guys want more breakdowns in terms of Keshi Keshi, you just want to see more stuff in general, please like the video, please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye everybody.